Deep in the heart of Brazil's forests, there is a legend that has survived for centuries. A story whispered by firelight, passed from grandparents to children, and carried by the sound of the wind through the trees. This is the legend of Saci Pererê. Unlike many mythical creatures, Saci is not a monster that hunts in the dark or a spirit that seeks revenge. He is something far more unpredictable. A trickster, a guardian of the forest, and a symbol of Brazil's folklore. To this day, some people swear they have seen him. Others believe he is nothing more than imagination. But in rural areas of Brazil, the legend is taken seriously. Because when strange things happen in the countryside, Saci is often blamed. The legend of Saci Pererê has deep roots in Brazil's cultural history. It emerged from the blending of indigenous traditions, African influences, and later European storytelling. Originally, indigenous tribes spoke of a mysterious forest spirit, a being connected to the wind, capable of appearing and disappearing without warning. With the arrival of African cultures during Brazil's colonial period, the legend evolved. The character gained new traits, new symbolism, and a stronger personality. Over time, Saci became known as a small one-legged figure, always wearing a red cap and smoking a pipe. His single leg allowed him to move quickly, jumping effortlessly through the forest. But his true power was not strength. It was cleverness. Saci was never meant to be purely evil. He was a reminder that nature itself is unpredictable. According to legend, Saci Pererê appears as a young boy with one leg, dark skin, and a mischievous smile. He is almost always described wearing a red cap, known as the carapuca. This cap is not just decoration. It is said to be the source of his supernatural abilities. With it, Saci can disappear in an instant, create powerful whirlwinds, move silently through the forest, and play tricks on anyone who disrespects nature. If the cap is taken from him, Saci loses his powers. That is why many stories revolve around people trying to steal it. But very few succeed. Saci is not violent by nature. Instead, he causes confusion. He hides objects, spoils food, untangles ropes only to tangle them again, startles travelers with strange noises, all harmless, but deeply unsettling. One of the most famous parts of the legend involves attempts to capture Saci. According to folklore, the only way to catch him is during a whirlwind. The person must throw a sieve or a bottle into the spinning wind. If successful, Saci would be trapped inside. But even then, capturing him was dangerous. If treated with respect, Saci might grant advice or reveal secrets of the forest. If disrespected, he would escape, and the tricks would become worse. Many stories end with a warning. Some things are not meant to be controlled. Beyond the stories, Saci Pererê holds deep symbolic meaning. He represents resistance, cultural identity, the blending of different peoples in Brazil, and the unpredictable power of nature. For centuries, Saci has been a way to explain the unexplainable, a character that turns fear into story and chaos into imagination. Even today, Saci remains one of the most recognizable figures in Brazilian folklore, not as a villain, but as a reminder. In modern Brazil, Saci Pererê still lives on. He appears in books, cartoons, festivals, and cultural celebrations. There is even a national day dedicated to him. Yet in rural regions, the legend is more than entertainment. Some people still avoid whistling at night in the forest. Others still look twice when the wind suddenly changes direction. Because legends only fade when people stop believing. And some stories refuse to disappear. The legend of Saci Pererê is not about fear. It is about respect. Respect for nature, respect for tradition, and respect for the unknown. Whether Saci is real or not may never be answered, but his presence remains woven into Brazil's cultural soul. And perhaps, when the wind suddenly spins through the trees, he is still there, watching, laughing, and reminding us that not every mystery needs to be solved. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like to support the channel, and join us as we uncover the mysteries of Brazil. Brazilian mysteries.